Alright, we are back for another Dragon Ball Legends video. Going to be doing a discussion video today while you guys have some gameplay on the side, wherever it is, where you guys have something else to entertain yourself while I express my thoughts about this recent PvP matchmaking update, which of course the whole idea of it was to implement skill-based matchmaking. Woohoo! The game's fixed. No, it's a horrific idea just even from the sound of it, because Dragon Ball Legends is not really a skill-based game whatsoever. Yes, skill does play a factor into PvP, but it's not really everything to PvP. There's a lot of RNG involved, and I don't think the idea of that matchmaking update is a really good idea whatsoever in the slightest, but they went ahead and implemented it, and the way it even works is basically it takes your win rate into calculation, and basically the higher win rate you have, at that point then it'll start pairing you up with players that are more so around your skill level, basically players that are around your win rate, and at that point you pair up each other, and that's when you get the formidable foe text, and at that point again, the game is basically deeming you two as a similar skill level, which is cool. Yeah, maybe you could fight against a player that is genuinely around your skill level and you could have a good match and all that, or you could also fight against players that just have a much more juiced team than you, and that's why they've been winning, because their team has just been carrying them. They may not even be the best of the game, it's just their team is that good, or they're just getting that lucky with getting Rising Rush early, or fighting against a lot of bots to farm win rate off of it and therefore farm RP, which has also been another issue. There's been a lot of bots in PvP. Now, personally speaking, for me, I've not really fought that many bots in PvP and all that. Maybe is a factor that I just haven't been playing as much in the last 2 to 3 months, so maybe that could play a part of it into it, or I've just gotten lucky, simple as that, or maybe I haven't even realized. But regardless, it's been a very, very pressing issue for a lot of other people, especially content creators and all that, because now it takes even longer to actually find actual proper matches against actual players, which is of course just better for doing showcase videos and all of that, because who has fun fighting the AI in this game? Not really anyone, to be honest. So that's definitely an issue for sure. And now, even with the matchmaking update, now early on in the season, you will just be fighting against absolute juice beyond belief teams with like 14-star Ultra Vegito Blues and Goku and Frieza's and Sorvo Trunkses and all that stuff, which is just not fun to face against. Again, before with PvP, you would have a little bit more diversity in the open season. You didn't have to really sweat as much. You could actually have fun using like a fun team and all that, and therefore, you know, it'd just be more chill. But now it just feels like automatically, because of the skill-based matchmaking, you automatically just fighting opponents with just juice teams and all, which again doesn't equate to skill. Like, I just don't get the point of implementing the skill-based matchmaking update. Literally, we had the Las Vegas tournament like a while ago, earlier this year, and literally one of the matches, for instance, Sax versus whoever the other dude that he was fighting had LF MVP 17, and Sax had not really a good team whatsoever, but he was outplaying him left, right, and center, but all because that other guy had LF MVP 17. He just had a way better team. He won the match. As simple as that. He was completely outplayed, but because he had the better team, he won. So it was like, clearly skill is not really a major factor in this game. Like, yes, it can play a part into it, but I just don't think making the matchmaking based around skill and win rate was a good idea whatsoever. I think it was just way better than how it was before and all that, and it's ruined now. It's just absolutely ruined. And now they even went ahead and lowered the amount of RP you lose, which sounds good on paper, but at the same time now it's even easier to get like top 1 and top 2 and all, because literally this most recent PvP season, we had the top 2 players in the entire world get over 100,000 RP. That is a lot of RP. That is the highest amount of RP anyone has ever gotten in this game's history, and that should not be possible. Literally, they had to dedicate most of their day for the last 2 weeks to get to that point and all that, and all for what? Just like 2,000 Chrono Crystals, maybe even less, to be honest. And that's also another issue about this game's PvP system that has just been an issue for a long time, which of course the rewards are just not good. They're just absolute complete dog water. I just don't think it's worth it to go for number 1. That's why I've never attempted to go for number 1, because there's no point. Literally, you could rank number 2 in the whole world and still be getting almost the same rewards as someone who just ranks in the top 10,000. That is absurd. You should get way more for getting number 2. You had to work like super hard to get to that point, and it feels like the rewards are just not worth it whatsoever. So again, the rewards have been a problem with this game, but now on top of the fact that the skill-based matchmaking is just ruined things and all that, now there's a lot of bots supposedly in PvP, and now it's just, it feels like PvP is less skill-based in a sense, and now it's just whoever can invest the most time into the game now will benefit the most off of it, which in a sense, like, I don't know, I just don't think it's a good thing for the game. Like, obviously they've tried in the past to mention like, oh, we don't want you guys to be like investing the whole day into the game or anything like that. So, you know, they've done things in a way that, you know, you can grind things, you know, over time and stuff like that, slowly and all that. But now with PvP, you can invest 15 hours of your day into PvP, and now you can just get number 1, and you have to do that over and over again. Again, this whole skill-based matchmaking thing is just not good. So yeah, PvP is now basically complete ruin, to the point that now even a lot of other players have just stopped playing completely, or they're playing way less. I even saw last season, you know, just from the end of last season, even other content creators didn't even reach like top 10,000 and all that, because they're disinterested to play in the season, which is... that says a lot, obviously, the fact that people are now playing less and all that, or just simply maybe other people were playing way more than them, so that's why they took all the other spots in the rankings. I have no idea, but regardless, the PvP system is just absolute mess right now, and they need to fix it. It's a serious issue. Again, if you mess up PvP, which is the main attraction of the game, it's a PvP-based gacha game, you got a serious issue in your hands, Legends. Again, you literally just had the best celebration of all time in your game's history, being the 5th anniversary. You're doing so good, and then you just messed everything up with just one simple PvP update. So yeah, it's up to you, Legends, to try and fix your game and all that. If you want to take the criticism, go right ahead. If not, then, well, be hard-headed and all of that, but just know the game's not going to survive much longer if PvP stays the way it is, because it is not fun whatsoever. The only reason I'm even playing it as much as I am right now is because I haven't been playing it really much or at all in the last 2 to 3 months because of certain circumstances and all that, and also I'm just now getting back into creating videos and all that yet again. So if it wasn't for my motivation to make videos and all that, and the fact that I haven't played that much lately, I probably wouldn't be playing as much either right now, I'm gonna be honest. So that's all I gotta say. Again, I would also mention to any other content creators watching this video, if you are willing to actually make a discussion video and want to express your thoughts, please do it, because the more people that actually spread the word around about this update, that I think the better chance we actually have to actually fixing the system, and therefore, at the very least, just reverting the way PvP was to the way before. Literally, just whatever we had before, just bring it back, honestly, because it wasn't perfect, but it's way better than what we have right now, honestly. So that's all I gotta say. And even people that aren't content creators, it's just a simple viewer watching this video, just feel free to express your thoughts in the comment section down below or anything like that. So that's all I gotta say. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all in the next one. It's hopefully a much more happier and more usual video style and all that. So that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a great one, y'all.